Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season in a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Stafford on 3rd down. Going deep here and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. We'll look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
From the 27, Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
We got three.
On second down now, it's Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 17 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
We got to step it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Bryant has it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand. and they'll take that.
A big play that time on the catch and run. On first down, Mahomes got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes now on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
First down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now Leonard Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo, It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Here we go.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Single, slot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Dissly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. This is Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Dez. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, it's Carson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On first down, Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. This
is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Fournette. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and long, it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Higgins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it. Low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has. And when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Des Bryant, 85 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete to right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And New York set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is caught by Watkins. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. On first and 10, Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Stafford. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Robinson's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Stafford on 1st down. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. And that's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again is Stafford. Wright's got it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 4th down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yellow, yellow. On the line, right? Mike, I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. 2 runs, 2 one-yard losses. This is 3rd and goal from the 3. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.